Hello, friends, and welcome back to the 12th Horseshoe podcast here on Surge Sports TV. Happy Friday, everyone. Alongside Elijah Weintraub, I am Jack Rizzo. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. And as you can see, we are both decked out in pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month for the month of October. Also want to wish a very happy birthday to
Happy
my
birthday.
grandfather. I love you, Pakum. Happy birthday. Love you so much, and can't wait to see you later.
Yes, happy
How are you
birthday.
doing?
And
Oh,
happy birthday. And I am wearing pink. And I think you froze on the screen here, Jack. You might want to get that fixed up a little bit. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm doing very good. Happy football's back. Having some fun. Ready to
yeah, for sure.
yeah. And
All
let's
right,
get
well.
ready to make some picks.
Yeah. Well, first off, we have to recap the game that happened
Yeah.
last night in the Superdome. The Jags took it against the Saints 31-24. Now they were leading 14-9 going into the fourth quarter. Saints came back, made it 24 all, and then the Jags scored a touchdown with under 5 to go. Stopped the Saints deep in the red zone. The Saints now 3-4 on the year. The Jags 5-2. They're pushing, strengthening their lead in the AFC South. Let me say this right now. I'm not a Saints fan, but this team still makes me angry with the way they how inconsistent they are every single week. They blow out the Patriots 34-0, and then lose to the Texans and the Jaguars in back-to-back weeks in
Again, you played.
heartbreaking fashion.
It's not heartbreaking fashion because you know why? The Saints played the New England Patriots. I haven't won a game yet. Look at their record. Oh my God, they're 1-5.
The Patriots, they beat the Jets though.
And anybody could beat the Jets when you have Aaron Rodgers out and you have Zach Wilson as your quarterback in the early days before they started to get good again.
The Eagles couldn't beat the Jets. The Eagles could not beat the Jets. Yeah, the Saints are making me mad though, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get one of their picks right again because I picked them to win.
No, but why
And
would you
Eli
do that? The Jaguars are doing so good.
Because I get the Saints wrong every single week, and I picked them to lose the last few weeks, and then I don't. At this point, I've accepted fate that I will never get one of their picks right again, so I just don't care anymore if I get a Saints pick wrong or not. That is how I feel about the New Orleans Saints this year.
I think I'm 5-7 right now in.
I hope they finish last in their division. I hope the Carolina Panthers come back and finish ahead of them. Yes, even I hope Frank Reich finishes ahead of the Saints. This team is making me mad. I think a lot of people are mad, even non-Saints fans. But take it away, Eli. Tell us why the Saints are a poverty franchise.
Number one, the Saints played the Patriots. They lost 34-0, the Patriots. No wonder why you're going to get a win. The Texans are actually a good team this year and are possibly a playoff contender. And then you look at the Jaguars. They just came off of 2 straight wins in London, which thank God there's no more London games. And now they're a good team playing pretty good teams. Now, I know they have struggled, but the Jaguars played excellent. And the Saints were disappointing. And also, you couldn't catch last night. A minute 42 in the game. You throw it on third down. You don't even catch it. Touch it to fingertips. Let go. Slippery hands. And guess what? Can't blame the weather because it was an indoor stadium. That's the best part. But no, I absolutely agree that it is not 100% the Saints are not a good team. Despite them getting 3 wins, they played easy teams and got the wins. They didn't really deserve it, but we'll see how it plays out for the rest of the season. And
do you think Derek Carr should be benched?
No, I think no, I don't think so. Despite I know there was some trouble, I don't know how much you could rely on a backup quarterback in this case. And the Saints are just the Saints. So I honestly,
I know the Jags and Texans are good teams, but the thing that frustrates me the most is that there's so much talent on both sides of the ball for the Saints, offense and defense, and they're playing like a team that doesn't even care about winning. And I will say about the drop last night, I feel horrible for Foster Moreau. Everything that he's been through last year, he was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in the offseason, got through that. He's dealt with a lot in his life, and that drop was honestly heartbreaking. But honestly, it might have been karma for Derek Carr because he threw all of his teammates under the bus and didn't take any accountability for the horrible game that he played yesterday.
Oh, I 100% agree.
How about the Jags defense, though? How about their defense? It seems to get better and better every single week.
Better and better every week. It's been improving, and I think it is proven to be the star of the show.
Jacksonville 2.0, possibly.
Possibly, and I'm very impressed with it.
Yeah. They've kind of I mean, the offense hasn't really kicked it in a full year yet, but the defense has
like
played
last year.
really, really well. Yeah,
I'm
similar to last year, if you want to
ready
say
for
it.
the first Waffle House visit of 2023-2024 season.
Yeah, well, so good win for the Jags. 5-2. They won four straight now, so good for them. All right.
Let's get into the games.
Let's get to our picks now. Starting off with a fantastic game that happens at 1 p.m. on Fox. This is a game with huge playoff implications. It is the 5-1. Yes, you heard that correctly. The 5-1 Detroit Lions, tied for the best record in the NFL, on the road against the 4-2 Baltimore Ravens, coming off a win in London last week. This is definitely one of the best games of Week 7. The Ravens are the favorites by by 2 points. Now I checked before. The Ravens are now a 2-point favorite at home. The Ravens, I mean, they honestly should be 6-0 this year, but they've had two letdown losses to the Colts and to the Steelers, in which they just collapsed in both of those. The Ravens defense playing really, really well this year. You could say the same though about the Lions defense and the impressive performance they've had. Jared Goff looks like an MVP candidate. This is a fantastic game by two teams that I both expect to be in the playoffs in January. Eli, I'll let you go first. What are you looking forward to in this game, and who do you think is going to pull it out on national TV?
Lions, Lions, 26-23. If the Lions could play the way have they been and get those 5 wins that they deserved, and of course the loss to Seattle, because you have to lose to Seattle, they're the best team, and play this in not Las Vegas, Baltimore Ravens team, I think you can do it, and I think they can. Lions are a very surprised team. They've actually are doing good for once. They might actually win something for their franchise. So I'm taking the Lions to win 26-23.
Love the pick. I have a very similar pick to you, just a bit more points. 30-27, Lions win.
Okay.
The Lions are a team that I'm rooting for. Obviously, as a Colts fan, I hope the Colts are the only team that can have success. But if it weren't the Colts,
just like the Seahawks.
Yeah, but if it weren't the Colts, though, I would want it to be the Detroit Lions. They have quickly become one of my favorite teams after the Colts. Against the Colts, and then you go way, way down, and then after that, you get to some teams that I do sort of like. Detroit Lions are probably my number 2. They're way down from the Colts, but I agree. Love the way the team plays. I love Dan Campbell, love Brett Holmes, love the ownership group. The city has been through so much; they deserve everything that they get, and they've been playing with heart. And I think they're going to go on the road and get a nice win in Baltimore. And the inconsistencies for the Ravens in 2023 will continue as we both predict that they will drop to 4-3 on the season. All right. Next up, let's head to the Windy City for a battle of backup quarterbacks on Sunday. It'll be Brian Hoyer once again for the Las Vegas Raiders, traveling on the road to take on Tyson Bagent and the Chicago Bears. A really gross game that we've got going on here. Hey, though, the Raiders have, I think, been a lot better than we all thought they'd be.
I agree.
At the beginning. Oh, no, I lied before. The Ravens are still a 3-point favorite. I'm sorry about that. The Raiders are a 2.5-point favorite on the road. I honestly don't really know who to predict for this game because, again, 2 backup quarterbacks.
Right.
But I will say the Raiders' defense has been really, really underrated this year. I think Josh Jacobs is going to have his first big game of the season against a really bad rush defense. And the Raiders take it on the road to go to 4-3 on the season. Raiders could be a surprise playoff contender in the AFC. And they will go to 4-3.
So your pick is going to be the Raiders?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm taking the Bears, 16-12. I think the Bears are the better team. If they could beat Washington, they can beat Las Vegas. Remember, Las Vegas had struggled a little bit. They've also lost Jimmy Garoppolo multiple times. And now I think it's time for the Bears to secure another victory and make their record a 2-5 record on the season.
All right, fair enough. I don't know. I just kind of like the Raiders as a team. I think they've been playing really well this year. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't really know who's going to win. So really, I'm not really going to kick myself too much if I get this pick wrong. But we'll have to see though, because all that matters at the end is the record we have at the end of the season.
100% agree.
1:00 on CBS, a pretty good matchup in the AFC. The Cleveland Browns coming off that stunning victory against the San Francisco 49ers, handing them their first loss of the season, travel on the road to take on the Indianapolis Colts, my team, that they are playing in their Indiana Knights jerseys this Sunday. Those cool jerseys that we saw earlier in the summer. If you were watching our podcast in the summer before we transitioned into the regular season, should be I think it should be a really underrated good game. We're not sure if Deshaun Watson can be back just yet. But it looks like the Browns can win with any quarterback, especially with how good that defense is with Myles Garrett. No Braden Smith again for the Colts. No Kylan Granson either, one of their tight ends. But I think it's going to be a really good defensive game. Grover Stewart suspended 16. That really hurts the Colts. But I think they match up well with this Browns team. I think it's going to be a really close game. But I'll let you go first, Eli. Who do you think is going to win this one?
Colts 24-21. Colts looking like a better team. Despite the Browns getting a victory for the 49ers, I think the Colts can outbeat them this time.
I haven't picked the Colts to win in a while. I don't think I picked them since week 2, but I'm going to pick them this week. Give me the Colts at home, 18-15. It feels good to predict the Colts.
Wow.
To predict them to lose so much, but the losing, if they win, if I pick them wrong, or if I pick them to lose, it's not really working anymore. So I'm just going to pick them to win now. Gardner's going to have a nice bounce back week. He's going to take care of the football. Zach Moss, Jonathan Taylor are going to get it done on the ground, and the defense gets some big stops against this kind of flawed Cleveland offense. Really, outside of Amari Cooper, there's nobody too special there, but give me the Colts in a sloppy defensive game, 18-15.
All right.
Browns are 3-point favorites, by the way. Yes. And Eli, you forgot to mention that is your...
Yes, I thought we were going to do that at the end like we usually do, but all right. Upset of the week. Colts are going to beat them.
I love it, man. I love it. I absolutely love it, and I hope we get this right.
All right.
Next up, a game that will not be an upset. The Bills on the road taking on the Patriots. Man. I'm just going to make this short and sweet. The Bills are going to win 32-16. I know they struggled last week, but it's the Patriots. They have looked absolutely horrendous these last few weeks. I don't even know what needs to be done here. They are just a train wreck of a team this year. Buffalo, for some reason, is only an 8.5-point favorite. I thought they'd be like an 11 or 12-point favorite. I mean, this game is in Foxborough, so maybe the Patriots could somehow shock them, but there's no way that's happening. Bills 32-16, and that is my lock of the week.
I have them my upset of the week. Jeez Louise, I'm so sorry. I had to take the Bills to win. A Survivor headlock, 42-12. You can't choose them as upset. You can't choose them as upset. I will never choose the Patriots to win. Why would I choose the Patriots to win when they've been so bad and you have this Buffalo Bills team? I have to choose them as my Survivor and my lock of the week because that's how confident I am in this Buffalo Bills team. And I have so much confidence that I'm going to also win the Survivor of the year. Okay, lock it in.
Cool.
42-12.
By the way, Eli and I combined are 11-1 with our lock of the week picks. So we've done very well in that department. Yes. We're combined 6-6 on Survivor, so not great on that. We are 1-11 on upset picks this week. We have not had a lot. The only one we got right was the first game of the year when Eli picked the Lions over the Chiefs. We've not got one right since then. We'll see if anything changes though this Sunday. But I like your Colts pick. Next up, we're gonna have my upset of the week. Spoiler alert: Giants at home taking on the Washington Commanders. NFC East showdown. Giants might be eliminated from the. They have a.
They already have been eliminated for the playoffs.
Well, I mean, not mathematically, but it's going to be a very long road from the climb. I know the Commanders just won in Atlanta last week, but give me the New York Football Giants at home to win. Commanders are a 2.5-point favorite. That is incorrect. The Giants are going to win this one. Oh my God, look at your face. 27-21. Lock it in. My upset pick of the week. The New York Football Giants are going to stun the Washington Commanders. The Commanders team, so inconsistent. They win one week and then they lose the next. They go to overtime with the Eagles, then they lose to the Bears the next week. Then they go on the road and upset the Falcons. And now they're going to go and lose to the New York Giants, in my opinion. I think it's almost sort of luck too. My grandfather's birthday is today. His team plays in 2 days. So give me the New York Giants in my upset pick of the week to beat the Washington Commanders and go to 2-5 on the season.
Well, first off, I'd like to say tomorrow's the Making Strides for Breast Cancer Walk at MetLife Stadium. For those who do participate, parking lots F or G, and you'll have access to walk on the field. And it's a mile thing, and it's all going to charity. That's why we do breast cancer stuff. And also, I want to apologize to your grandfather. I know it's his birthday, but I have to choose the Washington Commanders, and they're going to win 27-16. The Commanders look like the better team, and if the Commanders don't win against the Washington Giants, not Washington Giants, the New York Football. If they don't beat the New York Football Giants, aka the Washington Giants, then we got a problem. The Giants have looked horrible all year. especially with Seattle. You play this Washington team that has now been doing good. Washington better win. If not, we have problems. And keep in mind, too, you play the Washington Giants.
I mean, to be fair, the Giants did almost beat the Bills on the road last week, who beat the Commanders 37-3 in
Right,
week
but
3.
again,
So
that was a ref
give me
mistake.
the New York Giants to win. I don't want to hear any
Washington
other
Giants.
opinions. You're giving me a headache. All right.
Whatever. Just
All
want to
right.
remind the fans at home that the teams on bye this week is the Carolina Panthers, Cincinnati Bengals, Dallas Cowboys, the Texans, and the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. All on bye this week. And some quick little news updates. Patriots owner Robert Kraft is potentially discussing a goodbye to Bill Belichick, but that is still
That might
time to
happen.
tell.
I wouldn't be
Might
surprised
happen.
if this
There's been
happened.
talks already, and the Jets have informed Chiefs wide receiver McCole Hardman that he is being sent back to Kansas City.
Yep.
Following the
Former
trade,
two-time Super Bowl champion with the Chiefs.
the
All right,
NFL.
next game. Oh, go ahead.
The NFL has extended Roger Goodell's contract. The commissioner through March of 2027. He's a $700 million contract extension. And come on, bring on the
How much
booze.
money do you need?
Come on, bring on the booze, everybody. Boo. Start booing, Jack. Boo.
No, boo!
Thank
Keep
you.
booing, Eli.
Boo. I know everybody.
The no
loves
fun
it.
league. The no fun league continues.
Yeah, and guess what? It continues even more because unfortunately, it is announced that Anthony Richardson will be undergoing season-ending surgery, and he is out for the remainder of the year. Sorry,
You
Colts
sound
fans.
excited about.
You
You sound
gotta
excited about that, Eli. What do you?
Gotta rely on Minshew, which I am very happy with Minshew. I love.
You
his
sound
performance.
excited that AR is done for the season.
I'm not happy. I feel bad for him that he has to go through the pain of surgery and all that. But I like Minshew though. So
I mean, yeah, he had 4 turnovers. So you think he'd be playing for the Jaguars still?
true.
But all right, we got to go to the
Next.
next game though.
Yeah,
The
we do.
NFC South showdown. The Saints really blew it. We got to get back in the division lead. The Bucks and the Falcons at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. The Bucks, the 2.5-point favorites. That's who I'm taking a win, 21-20. Falcons have not won on the road this season. They are not going to win this week. I think the Bucks have a nice bounce back win. I think Baker Mayfield has a nice performance. The Bucks defense really, 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 really good. I think this Desmond Ridder might honestly get benched in this game for Taylor Heineke. I don't know how much longer the Falcons can sustain Desmond Ridder because they would be 4-2, maybe 5-1 if he wasn't playing. He's kind of holding back this ultra talented offense. So give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home to knock off the Atlanta Falcons, and this will be the 4th straight year in which the Falcons lose at Raymond James Stadium.
Wrong. Upset in the making. Falcons 23-18. The Falcons will win at Raymond James Stadium, and the Falcons have good faith in their future ahead of them.
All right, well, fair enough. Steelers and Rams get into the 4 o'clock window now. This is a 4:05 game on Fox. The Rams favored by 3 points. Steelers coming off the bye week, so they had an extra week to prepare, but that does not matter. I am still taking the Rams to win 28-18. I just love the way this team plays. Matthew Stafford is playing really well. Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua is a great receiving duo. If they unfortunately lost Kyron Williams for a few weeks with an injury, but they're just going to have to rely on their next running back. You still have Aaron Donald on the defensive side of the ball. I like the LA Rams to win this week and go to 4-3 on the season.
All right.
And I think they're going to be a little sneaky team in the NFC. I'm going to be slept on.
Rams win 25-21. I like the Rams. Steelers I'm not a huge fan of, and I think the Rams could definitely win this week.
Yeah, especially being, I mean, the Steelers are going to overtake that stadium for sure. There's going to be a terrible towel boom at SoFi Stadium. That will not matter because the Rams are going to win.
Yep. Next game. The game of the week, I think.
Not the game of the week, Eli. No.
I mean, not the game of the week, but I think it's a very good
Your
4
game
o'clock
of the
match.
week, Eli. You represent.
Again, it's a very good 4 o'clock matchup.
It's
and
not
again,
on national
these are-
TV though.
Whatever.
Oh
man.
my god.
Just announce the game.
Cardinals Seahawks. Cardinals win 45-0. No, I'm just kidding. Seahawks win 34-13.
I will
Eli,
leave the studio.
just go ahead. Let's get this over with.
Seahawks win 28-14. We are gonna win. We are gonna win. And if we lose, we got problems.
Don't get too cocky, Eli. I mean, that did happen in week 1 when you played the Rams and you lost. So just be careful.
Whatever, Jack.
Yeah, just be careful. All right. Packers Broncos. We already know how this is gonna go. Packers are a 1-point favorite. I mean, I've got them winning 20-0. They are my survivor pick of the week. They came out the bye. I think Jordan Love's gonna have a nice bounce back week. Packers defense has been low key underrated this year. I'll give them to win. The Broncos fall to 1-6. Their disaster of a season continues. Russell Wilson's probably gonna be gone. Sean Payton gone. Rest of the team sucks. They're probably gonna sell at the trade deadline. The Denver Broncos are a disaster. Them and the Chargers in that division are just a train wreck. So give me the Green Bay Packers to win 20-0.
Bench Wilson after next game. And by the way, the Packers are winning 28-12, and I think the field goal unit is going to be the key part to winning, getting points on the board for the Denver Broncos. Sorry, Mr. Wilson. Think it's time for you to get benched.
This is the calmest I've ever seen Eli been about the Denver Broncos.
Because there's not much more to rant about. I got to save it for Tuesday.
I kind of feel that way about Frank Reich.
Tuesday's the best show.
Yeah, I'm tired of ranting about Frank Reich, but fortunately I don't have to this week because he's on a bye, so I could say goodbye to him for a week.
You could still rant on him though.
No, it's not. He doesn't deserve to be on our amazing podcast. He doesn't deserve that. All right.
Robert Iger does.
The national game in the 4:00 slate. I don't really know if this deserves to be the national game, but it's the Chargers Chiefs. The Chiefs are somehow good. The Chargers are going to somehow find a way to keep this one close. It won't matter. The Chiefs are going to win 20-24.
Why it's a national game? Because it's that or the Packers Broncos. So
well, they could have flexed the game into the 4:00 slate, but let's not talk about that though. They probably have it because they're going to show Taylor Swift and all of this stuff.
Yes, oh my God, of course, Jack. They have to show Taylor Swift.
She's been at like
star of the show.
She's been at 7 games already this year. We just need her we just need her face on the camera for half the time with not talking about actual football.
You know what CBS should do? You know how they have the Nickelodeon broadcast? A Taylor Swift broadcast. That would be good for every Taylor Swift fan.
Whatever. Either way, Chiefs win 20-24. I would love to see the Chiefs lose in front of Taylor Swift. I think that'd be hilarious, but it's the Chargers, man. I predict that Brandon Staley will get fired after this game by the Chargers, and they will drop to 2-4. Chiefs win 28-24 and go to 6-1 on the season. Their 6th straight win, the longest active streak in the NFL.
Chiefs win 32-29.
Oh, I like that score prediction, actually. I think that's a good score prediction.
Thanks.
All right. Time for our consensus game of the week here. I don't even think we picked a game of the week last week for our show. I'm quickly looking through the games to decide we had a game for the week last week.
Well, either way, this is the game of the week for sure.
Last week we would have picked Seahawks Bengals. This week, Dolphins Eagles. The best. You go first, Eli. I'm not even gonna give any thoughts. Just give all your thoughts and your picks, because I've taken up a lot of time today. Go ahead.
It's okay. You could feel free. It's your show too. By the way, Dolphins are winning 36-33. If the Philadelphia Eagles lost to the New York Jets and play bad as they've always been, the Dolphins are gonna win. Take me home, Miami. 36-33. May not. It's gonna be a very close game. It's gonna be the best game of the week, and it's on NBC and Peacock.
Dolphins win 38-35. They go to 6-1.
Jack.
What?
You gotta teach you how to be more energetic and more excited when you yell.
Dolphins 38-35, 6-1 on the season. The Eagles are really overrated. They got exposed by the Jets. They just lost to the Jets. How are they supposed to beat the Dolphins, who have the best offense in the league? And defense is getting better and better every week. Dolphins on the road, 38-35. They go to 6-1 on the season. I hope to see a lot of teal in that crowd on Sunday nights in support of the Miami Dolphins, who've been one of the most fun teams to watch. And yeah, Dolphins win, and I'm really excited. It's going to be a great game. One of the game of the year candidates early in the season.
Oh, absolutely agree. The final game.
Already to our final game. I guess this is what happens when you have 6 teams on a bye. You don't have as many games in a week.
I love it.
I think there's only 13 this week, I think.
Yeah, yes, 13 games.
Yeah. 49ers Vikings Monday Night Football on ABC, ESPN, and ESPN2. Niners 6.5-point favorites. Peyton, I believe, will be doing this game for the Manning cast. I think we're going to see. I think that's happening this week. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll have to see. I forgot to mention that for the last few games, the Eagles are 2.5-point favorites against Miami, and the Chiefs are 5.5-point favorites against the Chargers. Niners 6.5-point favorites. We'll have to see if Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, and Trent Williams are back. But that does not matter because the 49ers are going to win 31-17, especially without Justin Jefferson from Minnesota. This team just doesn't really have a whole lot. I think they would have lost to the Bears last week if Justin Fields didn't get hurt. I am taking the San Francisco 49ers to bounce back 6-1 on the season.
49ers win 30-15. 49ers are the better team. Vikings can't do it. Despite a loss last week and a few guys questionable injured last week, I think the 49ers could definitely win this week, especially the Minnesota Vikings. And now, that will wrap it up.
Yep. So,
join me tomorrow for the Sports in Mano Mano on Surge Sports and Sports in Mano Mano YouTube channel at 9 a.m. And join me for St. Mary football as a final NJIC League crossover ends in New Milford as they take on the Knights of New Milford. Join me on the call with Bobby Blatchak.
Yep. So thank you everyone for watching. Make sure Eli Mano Mano on Saturday mornings with Jim.
9 a.m.
Us on our show next Tuesday for our Week 7 recap, and next Friday for our Week 8 picks. My show Wednesday for Colts content. Many, many more. Eli on the call for the Gales game this Saturday. I cannot make it. I have a wedding to go to, so it'll be Eli on the call on Saturday along with Bobby, unless obviously something changes. But yeah, so thank you everyone for watching. Elijah Weintraub, Jack Rizzo signing off. Happy Friday, everyone. And happy Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
Show you for it.
It's a picture, not white.
And happy birthday, Pakum, my grandfather.
Yes.
Love you.
Happy birthday. Go Seahawks. Go Devils.
Go Colts. Go Rangers.